Hey everyone, I'm Rachel Parent, and before I get started, I just wanted to shout out and say a huge thank you to Jen for organizing this amazing event. None of us would be here today without her, so please give her a huge round of applause. And also to Lucy Sherritt, because she continues to spread amazing and accurate information, which helps all of our organizations, and also to the non-GMO coalition. So before I get started, I have a little guest speaker up here, Aurora, who'd like to say a couple of words. So Aurora, I'd like to ask you a question. What do you think about GMOs?
I think they're bad.
Okay. Do you want to use this one?
This one isn't working.
There we go.
There we go. So what
Yeah.
what do you think about GMOs?
They're bad.
No, just you. Yeah, we'll just do that.
Okay. And what's your least favorite GMO and why?
Corn and sugar.
And is it because you want to have those?
Yes.
But you can't because they're GMO, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for coming up here, and I'll talk to you later, okay?
You're welcome. Thank you.
Take a bow. Take a bow. Take a bow.
Yeah. I'm a shorty still. So. Yeah, that's perfect. So, hello everyone. My name is Rachel Parent. I'm 15 years old, and I've been creating awareness about GMOs for a long time now. I'm so honored to be a part of this incredible event and to be a part of this massive global movement to stop these biotech companies from taking over our global seed supply, destroying our environment, and ruining our health. I first learned about GMOs when I was 11, and I did a speech about them in my school. In doing my research, I found that they take a gene from one species, such as an animal, virus, bacteria, and they insert it into another to introduce a new trait, which I honestly found pretty creepy. Moving on, I started to do more research, and then I learned that what happens is they genetically modify some of these seeds to be resistant to a herbicide, so that farmers can spray thousands upon thousands of pounds of these herbicides without killing the crops. So I became more concerned. Then I found out that another trait was that they'd make the pesticide go directly into the seed, so that when a bug ate it, its stomach would explode. That's when I knew something had to be done. Someone had to do something about this. Because not only are these bugs eating it, but we are too. I was amazed to learn that 75% of the food on our grocery store shelves are genetically modified, and yet no one knows about it. I thought that our government would do extensive testing before releasing this lab-created food to our citizens. But sadly, I found out that they did no studies whatsoever, and in fact, they relied only on the biotech companies, the ones that create these GMOs, the ones that stand to gain by their approval, to do the testing. I also learned that GMOs affect not only our food, but our soil, our water, our entire ecosystem, and our health. I felt the need to do something, so I founded Kids Right to Know, an organization that is founded on the belief that we have the right to know what's in our food. Our goal is to get GMOs labeled here in Canada. I'm happy to say that awareness is being created in Canada, and more people are starting to become enlightened. But we are nowhere close to the progress the US has made. I've been closely watching what's happening there with their GMO propositions. For instance, Proposition 37 in California and I-522 in Washington State, which were both narrowly defeated because the biotech companies and the junk food companies spent millions upon millions of dollars. Between the two of them, over $70 million. misleading, and outright lying to people. But finally, we had a victory in Vermont recently. Vermont just got GMOs labeled. It's going to go in, the law's going to go in at 2016, which is absolutely incredible. And I believe that Vermont is going to be the first domino to fall. Here in Canada, unfortunately, it's a very different story. No labeling laws have been introduced, despite the fact that 64 countries around the world, including China and Russia, already have mandatory labeling laws. Canada and the US are the only two industrialized nations in the world. And I just thought that I'd bring up the fact that food here is very different than it is in Europe, for instance. They have labeling there. Why is it that we don't have labeling here? The issue is GMOs have never been proven safe. There are, however, several independent studies that prove that there are hazardous health effects of GMOs to our health. We need independent studies to prove that they are safe, and until proven safe, I believe that no new GM crops should be introduced, and that we should all have GMO labeling. That way we have the freedom of choice. I believe we have the right to know what we are eating. Monsanto and the other biotech companies are taking away our freedom of choice. Speaking on behalf of the youth, I'm concerned about our future, our democracy. Our elected officials are not listening to us. The right to know what we are eating is more important than corporations' right to non-transparent profit. In the past year, I've been passionately creating awareness about GMOs. I've been speaking on shows and schools all over the country and debated the dragon, Kevin O'Leary, on national TV, where he conceded that we will get GMOs labeled and that we are part of a huge science experiment. He said that we are the lab rats. Well, let me tell you something. I don't want to be a lab rat. Many people ask me why GMO labeling is even an issue. I mean, what are these corporations so afraid of? You'd think that if they were proud of their product, they'd want to advertise it and promote it and put it on labels. Are they teaching us that the only way to make money is to lie to people? Sometimes I honestly find it extremely hard to believe why we have to fight our own government to protect our future, to protect our seeds, and to protect nature in general. I've been pressing our Minister of Health, Rona Ambrose, to get what 64 other countries around the world already have, their freedom of choice. But I need everyone's help out there to help Miss Ambrose have a meeting with me. She's our Minister of Health, and I'd like to ask her a couple of questions. What I need everyone here to do, and I'm begging you, please send her letters, emails, post on her Facebook page, call into the office, do anything you can. We need to get a meeting, that way we can get labeling. That way we have the freedom of choice. Actually, there's some petitions over here. They're also postcards, as you can see, and we created them. And what we're gonna do is, they're actually at my booth over there as well. So if you grab one, you can sign it. We'll send it in for you, or you can grab a whole bunch for family and friends. And it's free of postage, so just send it in the mail. And we're trying to get the message out there as fast as possible. We need her to answer our call. So I won't stop until we get GMOs labeled. And I'm asking all of you, everyone here today, to join me. If we are going to create change, we need to work together. It's our right to know. It's our freedom of choice. So together, let's be the voice of reason, the voice of change, and the voice of choice. Thank you.